Alright everybody, welcome back to Inazuma. We are here to continue with this flower festival. What is it, Mikama Flower Festival, I believe? I'm hoping to finish the last two parts of this quest today, but who knows how this will go. Look at this little guy, he's so cute. Last we left off, a mysterious entity attacked us, and A actually gave us a save from somewhere up there. And we were told to come back tomorrow, so I do believe it is now tomorrow.
Huh. Doesn't look like Miko is around here anywhere. Paimon doesn't see Ayato or Ayaka either.
Not suspicious? Are we in a dream again? Maybe they are.
Too early? Didn't Ayato say he prepared lodging for everyone at the shrine?
Did you hear?
Oh.
Someone encountered a doppelganger here last night.
Oh, and that's right. This guy was talking to his friend, and his friend moved very quickly. So, doppelgangers the suspicion here?
A doppelganger? You mean, like a doppelganger of themselves? Or someone they know?
You know what they say. Anyone who sees their doppelganger will be replaced by them within 3 days.
That's just a folktale. It's not real.
Then why are you the one sounding so nervous?
Doppelgangers? That's a common folk tale in Inazuma, isn't it? Ever heard of it, Traveler?
That's kind of ironic, considering the story of Makoto and A. Do you think maybe that's where the folktale of doppelgangers began? I know the gist, or no, never. I do know the gist of the doppelganger tale, and we also just heard it, but I'd like to hear what she says.
Huh. It always comes up in light novels. You really never seen it? It's like when your friend is replaced by a complete stranger. Also, the timing is a bit too coincidental, don't you think? Could it be related to what we saw last night?
You know, considering all the twins we have in this game, related or not, I feel like this could become a relevant theme, you know?
The whole doppelganger thing sounds kind of like what Sayu was talking about with Bunshin Phantasm. Maybe something went wrong with Kichiboshi's powers?
Oh, that's clever.
Well, thinking about it isn't going to get us anywhere. Why don't we go check on Sayu's team?
That's also a good idea. Well, Paimon, 2 for 2 so far.
Huh? They're not here yet.
Maybe they're still asleep.
Well, if it is Sayu we're talking about, it's definitely possible. Oh, someone's coming.
Well, oh, is he going to sneak into the game? Oh, question marks again. And he's making that huh noise.
Weird. Is he here to work on the equipment? But he doesn't look like any of the workers we saw yesterday. And it doesn't seem like he's here for the games.
This is definitely the same guy. Eloquent.
He snuck away again. Do you think he might be...
Let's follow him and see what he does. It's probably the same guy, right? Either a shapeshifter or everyone's being possessed. Probably a shapeshifter. We've had enough possessions lately.
He's constantly looking
Crystal
back.
Fly.
Paimon's calling it now. Something fishy is going on.
Don't jump to conclusions. Let's keep watching.
Good point. He could be on his way to meet someone. Let the hunter become the hunted.
It's a nice shot. I'm suddenly thinking of Diona, who keeps popping up in the run into people event.
Reporting back, ma'am. Nothing suspicious to note at the Bunshin Phantasm booth. It's possible there's no connection to the incident from last night.
I'm guessing he's reporting to Sarah, but they've actually done a great job of obfuscating her. Or whoever this is. I see. Did you find any other clues? Speaking of clues, here's a clue. Sarah is unvoiced in this event. It's probably her.
Sarah?
Oh! Hazel! Oh my god! I'm so excited. Okay, I have Hazel, and I really enjoy playing him, but I've never met him before! Hazel! And I have no idea what he sounds like either, so he's just gonna get a random voice. Well, I kind of do from his normal attack lines, but not a lot to go off of. Ah, good morning, you two. Hey! Oh my gosh, Analytical Harmony, a young detective working at the Tenryou Commission. That's right, he works for the Tenryou Commission. That's why he's here with Sarah, huh? Who appears well-behaved and polite, but actually thumbs his nose at all the official mumbo-jumbo? Oh dear. As someone with extensive experience in solving crimes, Hazel is always the first one the head of the police station turns to whenever there's an unusually complicated case. His true trump card has never been experience, but intuition. So he's a genius, I see. Alright, well hi, Hazo.
Hazel! What's going on here?
Well, Paimon, you just blew our cover. I was wondering who was daring enough to sneak up on one of our detectives. Maybe I should have expected it to be you. I guess that makes us the hunted. So, the Tenryo Commission's on the case. Vega, Paimon. Hello. Yeah, that was very short-lived
Forgive me, ma'am.
hunting.
I have failed as a detective. I did not realize someone was on my tail.
I don't know if avoiding all notice is really in the job criteria of a detective. I think you did fine. You did your best. Considering Vega's skill, the fault is not with you.
So, what's going on? What are you investigating? Must be serious if Hazel's involved.
Hi, Hazo. I like your arm thingies. Oh, those look so cool. Well, about that. What's heh? Unfortunately, my orders prevent me from sharing that information with you.
Huh? What orders? You really can't tell us anything?
And that must mean that A's the one who gave those orders. Is my guess. If Sarah and Hazo are so hesitant to divulge information, there's only one person who could be responsible. Those orders come from the Shogun, don't they?
An astute observation, traveler. Tell her the truth.
Oh, hi! Well, now we have permission. Yeah, let us in. What's going on? Shogun!
What? The Shogun is here?
Really, everyone's here. They just keep popping out of nowhere. No, I believe this is A.
You recognized me with a single glance?
Shogun, we still haven't completed the investigation.
It matters not. I am certain the person standing before us is our friend, the traveler.
I see. They're keeping it under wraps because there's someone going around impersonating people, and they have to be very careful with who they give information to.
Her gaze, her presence, her mastery of several types of elemental energy. There is no mistake. And we need her help.
Also, I would say her Paimon is a great indication of her identity. Understood. An investigation team was sent into the White... Oh, here we go. An investigation team was sent to survey a piece of land. Yesterday, the Tenryo Commission received a report that the team was found unconscious in the field. Not only that, but the group appeared to have become trapped in an endless nightmare, unable to wake up.
No, please! Stay away!
Oh dear. We detected intermittent... What? That was a Shogun voice almost. We detected intermittent traces of yokai power where they were found. We followed the traces and ended up here, just outside the festival grounds.
What?
Should we call off the festival? Unfortunately, it is not that simple. You've heard the rumors about the doppelgangers, yes? We suspect the culprit has the ability to change form, allowing them to spread misinformation at will. They may have already infiltrated the festival grounds. If we call off the festival, we may give them a chance to escape amid the chaos. Even the slightest movement could alert them. Locking down the festival grounds would provoke them to attack, which would endanger the public.
You're right. That's a big risk.
The purpose of this festival is to bring humans and yokai together. We cannot allow the culprit to endanger anyone.
But what if they attack again? A very valid concern. Last night, we dispatched a group of soldiers to the festival grounds. They'll remain undercover to keep an eye on things. We also blocked off several nearby roads under the pretext of construction, so we can keep civilians away as much as possible. So now everybody is trapped inside the festival. Oh. I guess maybe the boundary goes around the shrine so people don't realize it when they go to the shrine for rest. Even the almighty Shogun has taken it upon herself to patrol the area all night. Thank you. That helped us out a lot last night.
Fortunately, no one else has been harmed.
Thank you.
Ah, so the thunder we heard was you!
Thunder and Inazuma being the Shogun? Who could have thought? I apologize for our failing, Shogun. You should not have had to intervene.
On the contrary, it was my decision. I was unable to capture the culprit last night, so I left to discuss a plan with Miko. I did not show myself once I saw you were safe, and for that, I apologize.
Speaking of Miko, where is she?
She is investigating the trace of yokai power found at the scene. Though it fades in and out, it never strays from Mount Yogo.
Which means, if the culprit infiltrated the festival grounds, they must still be nearby. The only people close to the grounds last night were the staff and the contestants staying at the shrine.
Miko is working with the Kamisato siblings to verify the identities of the staff members. They should be done soon. As for the contestants, that inquiry must be performed by someone else.
Is that why you needed my help?
The Tenryou Commission is too conspicuous. But as the judge of the competition, you can ask questions without arousing suspicion.
Okay, so you need us to talk to the teams and see if there's an imposter among us?
No way. That has to be intentional, right? We know the localization team is great at making references, and I'm sure the voice actor also knows that there's a— oh my goodness, the reference here. Sorry, I had to hear that again. The pause is what got me.
Okay, so you need us to talk to the teams and see if there's an imposter among us?
Precisely. Traveler,
I
I understand these people are your friends, and it puts you in a difficult position.
No, it's fine. This is really not surprising to me.
But if one of them has indeed been displaced by a yokai, they could be in grave danger.
I understand. I'll do my best.
Thank you. I truly hope the situation is not as grave as it seems.
What are you guys gonna do next? Continue to investigate from a distance?
Well, there's only so much we can learn that way, so I think we need to find a way to slip onto the grounds. It's better for us to be at the scene if something goes wrong. I fear the Shogun is far too revered a figure for that. If she arrives at the grounds, it will certainly cause a stir.
Worry not. Miko and I discussed that issue. She claims to have a plan. The preparations are underway as we speak.
Oh boy.
One of her genius plans, huh?
This'll be interesting. Somehow, scheme sounds more accurate.
Indeed. If you learn any details of said plan, I would like to know what I'm getting myself into.
Oh, that's really funny. Ooh! Second night! As though beholding illusions. Cool name. Yay! Okay. Go to Sayu and investigate. Before we do anything, I would like to— whoa. What happened to my gadget? Oh, it was my, Inazuma Resonance Stone. Okay. I want to listen to Heizo's voice a little bit. I want to study it. Let's see if I can mimic this a little bit better.
The name's Shikanoin Heizo, sharpest and most successful detective of the Tenryou Commission.
Oh, that's gonna be rough for me. Let's see.
Morning. Oh my, you don't look so good. You didn't have a nightmare, did you?
Yeah, it's the softness of the voice. That's what I remembered from his lines for, like, opening chests and battle lines. He has a softer voice, but at the same time, it has a different quality than mine does. Give me a second. Okay, I just listened to a couple to see if I can mimic him. I'm not the best at it. We'll probably just keep doing what we've been doing. Anyways, I really wanted—
so where do we start? We need to ask questions to figure out if there's an imposter, but we can't arouse suspicion. Oh, looks like Sayu's team is already here. Well, guess we'll just play it by ear.
my plan here— I mean, I'm only going to say what they're going to let me say, but my plan would be either interrogate them at length about the thoughts behind their game design, or ask them the same questions as yesterday, and see if their answers match up with what they said before. The other thing I was going to say was just that after yesterday, I really wanted to study Ayato's voice, but I don't have him as a character, and I was a little scared to look up anything, because I didn't want to spoil anything, so if Ayato pops up, it's just going to be more of the same again. Sorry, Ayato. Do you think this could be some kind of yokai mischief? What? No, come on. I was playing with a yokai I just met yesterday, and we were getting along great. And it's not like humans are all good or bad either. Maybe some yokai just don't like the Mikaba Flower Festival much. That's a good point. It's a good point. Hello. Oh, a passing yokai. Hi, Kamen. Ah, me. I only came down for a little jaunt because they said humans and yokai were holding a festival together. But it seems there are fewer guests than I imagined. Ah, me. Oh, dear. Oh, do you feel a little awkward? Sorry about that. Riding Jogan statue. I believe I spoke with you already, right? No, this is different than yesterday. It has been a while, conquerors of the test of courage. Or should I call you Vega and Paimon? Ah, you're that shrine maiden from the test of courage. The one who likes saying all sorts of weird stuff. So, what brings you to the Yae Publishing House's stall? O'er the land a darkness falls, and only those Araguji call may search the waves of blackest night and find within a thread of light. Can I request a translation? Miko sent you here again, didn't she? Our Lady Guji is said that a brave and relatively idle shrine maiden was needed to guard this place, so I volunteered. Guess your boldness does mean that you fit the bill. You did experience that test with us, after all. And more importantly, my hands have indeed been quite idle since then. She's bored. Well, welcome to the party. Let's see if any of our friends have been replaced by an imposter. Dun dun.
So tired. I don't feel rested at all. How come you two have so much energy? Didn't you stay up even later than me? Weak.
Kichiboshi, that's not a nice thing to say to a friend. Sayu's probably just tired because she came up with all the ideas yesterday. Need a break, Sayu? I can start thinking about the ending stages in the meantime. It's been forever since we've done something fun together. You need to have enough energy to enjoy it.
Oh, it's okay. I can push through. Sayu and Yoimiya seem the same as ever. Kichibushi too. How should we test them?
Let's ask about the past to begin with. I'm suspicious that Sayu hasn't mentioned anything about growing taller in the past 2 dialogues.
Oh, good idea! Doppelgangers only mimic appearances. They wouldn't know about someone's past. Let's give it a try.
And Yoimiya already mentioned how Sayu was behaving yesterday, so I think Yoimiya's cleared unless she was bluffing and nobody called her on it. Because how could she have known what happened yesterday unless she was there?
White fur! Yellow fur!
Unless she was already replaced yesterday, in which case we have bigger problems. Whoa, you guys are here bright and early!
Yeah, well, the Traveler's judging this thing, so we can't slack off, right?
And to think we actually got here even earlier. We must have been super excited about the festival. But no one was here, and now everyone's been replaced. What a plot twist. Still, you don't need to make anything, so what's the rush?
Yeah, if the people in charge are here early, that usually means there's been some kind of emergency.
Ah darn, is this Sayu's Shimatsuban brain kicking in, or is this Sayu the imposter's concern that her cover's been blown kicking in?
Oh, no, it's just... the Traveler really wanted to see you!
Paimon is so right. We're not always here in Inazuma. We won't be here for much longer. We gotta make every moment count. Seriously, Paimon? I feel like they added that new concerned expression with the twisted up eyebrows and now they're just trying to use it at every opportunity they can. I love it. Oh, why?
Well, it's... your game! Playing your game yesterday? Brought up a whole bunch of old memories.
That was smooth actually. Nice going, Paimon.
So we wanted to come early to reminisce about old times. You know, because you might be busy later and stuff.
It's okay, Paimon. You could have just left it there. What kind of an excuse is that? They're busy now.
White fur acting super strange.
You think so? You think she's not going with the character that you know? Which means you know her character well, which means you've spent time together, which means you remember the past, which means you haven't been replaced? Time to change the topic. Oh, I was just thinking about the Aranara. Oh, I was just reminded of a certain ambush order. Oh, I was just reminded of some pilgrimage training? Huh? I'm guessing the ambush order might be us blowing our cover accidentally, and maybe... Well, no, maybe the ambush order is something to do with Sayu's hangout. Anyways, this is definitely about Yoimiya's story quest, so Aranara! Don't you remember the Aranara? Oh, you know what? Me too! I thought about adding them to our game, considering the dream theme and everything. But in the end, the ideas just wouldn't come together.
Marinara? Yum!
Oh, I'm so curious what that joke was in the other languages. No, it's not a food. The Arnar are like, small yokai from Sumeru. They're super friendly and cute and can give you good dreams. Actually, that describes you too, Kichiboshi. If you ever go to Sumeru, I'm sure you'll be considered a good Nara. Well, Kichiboshi's not a human, though.
Good banana?
Yeah, exactly what she said, yes.
Sumeru, huh? The dreams there are supposed to be special. Did you witness a dream or something? Maybe it could give us some inspiration, and we wouldn't have to think so much.
Sayu. Surprisingly knowledgeable. Is that suspicious? I don't know. Sorry, but that dream is a little hard to describe. Don't you think, Vega? I think she would say traveler. Don't you think, traveler? Sometimes when there are too many feelings in a dream, it's really hard to use as a reference material.
Alright. I was just wondering what kind of dream it was, that's all.
That's suspicious, because this yokai who's impersonating people is probably connected to dreams, right? Just because of the theme of this whole thing. Sayu. Have you been replaced, Sayu? I mean, honestly, she probably wouldn't even mind being replaced. She's probably off sleeping somewhere. I bet she's delighted about it. I guess it was the kind where a lot of things happened. Anyway, it's a long story. How about we wait until after the competition? Traveler and I can tell it together. Sounds good. After that, you share many more memories together. Oh shoot, where did the time go? We have so many levels to design today.
Oh, we should get out of your hair then. Good luck, everyone!
Kichiboshi's rubbing off on you, huh?
Bye, Wafer! Bye, Yellowfur! Come back and play!
Bye, Kichiboshi. Don't get yokai napped, okay? We're supposed to watch after these kids, after all. Sayu.
Wow, we've had so many adventures, huh? You don't even realize it until someone brings up the past.
Do you still remember the original meaning of our journey?
Oh yeah, totally! It was... what was it again?
I figured.
Anyway, Paimon didn't pick up on anything
Paimon?
suspicious from that team. If anything, we were the weird ones forcing conversations and stuff.
Paimon, don't tell me you forgot about my brother. Don't you remember running into him with Dainslev and the Abyss Herald and... Was it a herald? Or was it a lecture? I think it was a herald. Don't you remember that? How could you have forgotten that? Remember like the creepy statue and the guy who was dead? Paimon, I'm concerned. But whose fault was that?
Okay, so maybe it wasn't the best strategy. Leaning into the judge angle is probably a safer bet.
We'll try that next time. Are we going to ignore the fact that Sayu's just standing there staring at us? Because that's a little sus, as the kids say.
Let's ask about the creative process behind the game and confirm their identities that way. Paimon saw Toma's team show up just now, so we can investigate them next.
Helpful of them to come in waves. Hey, Sayu. If that is your name. Looks like everyone's busy trying to finish their game. I should come back later. Okay, Vega. If you insist. I think it's her, though. I don't know. Toma, let's study his voice really quick. Where is he? Yeah, where is he? There he is.
It's good to meet you at last, Traveler. I've been hearing about you for a long time now. I'm your new buddy, Toma. As long as that's okay with you, of course.
Yes, another hard one for me to mimic.
Don't run on the ice, because if you fall down, I won't help you up. Gotta learn somehow.
Wow. That tone was impeccable.
Don't run on the ice.
I love that. Okay, well, I'll do my best. Wait, let's talk to this guy. Hi, yokai who's here to have fun. Woohoo, Akitsu Harpastum sure is fun. Now, if only more people could play it with me. Same, buddy. Same. Nobody wanted to go up yesterday. Oh, he looks like he's scolding them. Oh no, maybe Kappa's just being shy.
Hey, Toma! We were hoping to learn a bit more about the philosophy behind your game. Is now a good time?
Look at that. So we're doing kind of what I was saying, interrogating them on their game design. Ah, looks like our judges are hard at work this morning.
Feel a soft bee?
Oh, Boss can explain that one. Boss and Shose were up super late last night coming up with ideas.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so now we have two parties where two people were up super late last night.
And he's back at it this morning, as energetic as ever. Boss is the best!
Oh, I don't deserve that much praise. But when it comes to the talking part, I guess I'm the best person to answer your questions.
Time for an interview.
Is it the glasses again? Yes, it is. Look at those high definition fake glasses.
Into you?
Ask away, judges. What do you think is the most interesting aspect of your game? Or did you design this game with anyone in mind? If they're going to quiz me later on who is the imposter, I want to actually do well with my questions. So this one, he might start talking about dreams, which would be suspicious, but that is also the theme. This one, we could be quizzing him on his past memories. So yeah, anyone in mind? Well, from a design standpoint, we want it to be a game for everyone.
Not so fast. Everyone isn't an answer. You need to be more specific about your target audience.
I'm loving Paimon's delivery in this quest. You're absolutely right. Then, allow me to revise my answer. Our target audience includes growing children, ages 0 to 18.
Makes sense.
0?
Kids need a little exercise here and there.
I don't know if I would put a kid into his game, actually. There are explosions and giant blocks of tofu. Second would be active adults, ages 14 to 40.
Right. Adults have more stamina, so they can get more out of the game.
Next would be older adults, ages 40 to 60, especially those in need of exercise.
Older adults. Exercise is important for healthy aging, but something feels off about this.
Finally, we have elderly people who are still full of life. That would be the 60 to 1,000 age range. Doma, if that is your name. Generally, adults don't live to 1,000, but he could be trying to be yokai inclusive. Also, that's a really nice shot.
Okay. Wait. That includes everyone!
Oh, like he was saying, our target audience is everyone. She said you can't say that, and then he went back to everyone. Do yokai enjoy wordplay? Because this could be a very yokai answer. Toma, you're supposed to be on vacation! Have you been replaced? Hopefully he's just peacefully sleeping somewhere. Well, we can't forget about the yokai, right? This game is for humans and yokai alike, after all.
But not for Ioroi.
Oh yeah, because he can't move. Because he's trapped in a statue, I'm guessing. Besides, you seem to agree with each group, Paimon. Unless you intend to change your tune?
Next question!
Very yokai-like answers from Toma, I feel. You continue asking questions and Toma answers faultlessly. So, there you have it. I hope that answered your question, judges.
Whoa, not a single stumper.
Impressive. Never underestimate a housekeeper. Haha, well, I'm sure the interview is only one part of the evaluation process. We'll see what you think when you play the game yourself. Which reminds me, I should probably get back to work on this stage. Want to give it a try when we're done? It would be my pleasure. In that case, let's get to it.
Yes, Boss Toma!
Ooh, fireworks?
Well, Toma's answers were all very genuine. Paimon didn't notice anything untoma-like about them.
And that's the other thing. Does Toma enjoy wordplay? I'm remembering when we first met him on Rito, and how he maneuvered around us in that conversation that we had.
Plus, he was with Shosei until late last night. If you think about when we saw the nightmare creature, the timing doesn't match up.
I see. Okay, and that would rule out Yoimiya and Sai's group as well. We're assuming there's only one mischievous yokai then? Not two or more?
Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird.
So, what about the little guys? What are they, the Bake Tanuki? Has anybody been watching them? They seem fine, but...
So, we're back at square one. That just leaves Kokomi's team, right? Guess we should check them out.
Kokomi, where are you? Anybody else to talk to? I'm curious if these games will develop further stages once they're quote-unquote done, but I'm assuming not. Oh wait, let's talk to these guys again, see if there's anything else. Looks like everyone's busy trying to finish their game. I should come back later. Same as the other group. Uh-oh. Well, that's not a good sign.
Huh? White fur and yellow fur are here early.
So are you.
You're here alone? Huh. Where are Kokomi and the others?
Don't know about Great Yokai, but Soul Lady is behind you.
Soul Lady?
Soul Lady? Oh, as in Soul of the Deep. Okay. Wait, did you say behind us?
Maybe she's the yokai, like that other guy who moved around really quickly. You have questions for me, I presume? Another character I don't have, so I can't check her voice.
Kokomi! A little warning next time!
Sounds like you already know why we're here.
Yes, I heard about the doppelganger incident. When I saw you around the venue just now, it wasn't hard to connect the dots. As for what you want to know... Energy.
Oh, I was wondering. She's referencing a past secret of hers that we have learned and only she would know. Gotcha. You're cleared, Kokomi. Unless the dream guy is able to absorb people's memories, we should be good to go.
Energy? Oh! The numbers you write in your diary!
Shh, Paimon! If we talk about it, it won't be a secret anymore.
In a tree? Dry berry?
Seems like we dodged a bullet.
Ahem.
Oh, sorry.
So, we can leave it there, right? You don't need to ask it. You don't need to ask any more questions, I would imagine.
Yeah, all good.
As for Gyalbu Koban, he was in the shrine all night. I can't imagine he's the criminal you're searching for.
Yeah, I mean, if a yokai can walk into a shrine, replace somebody, and walk back out, we have, again, bigger issues, right?
Gyalbu Koban is a criminal?
No, you're good, buddy.
No, of course not! You're in the clear.
In the clear. Is good?
Very good.
Good.
You sound so relieved.
What about Mizuki? Where did she go?
Yeah, where is she?
She left after receiving a message in the middle of the night. Looking back on it, perhaps it's related to your own investigation. Oh, as she left, I heard her whisper under her breath, ordering me around in the middle of the night. Who does she think he is? Who does she think she is?
Miko. She probably needed an expert on nightmares to help formulate its strategy. Well, I guess that also confirms Mizuki's identity.
Something tells me a certain someone is missing me.
Ah, we summoned to them.
Huh? Miko and Mizuki!
Hello, traveler. Paimon.
She got me with a yawn. Did you finish up your work?
Yes, I left the rest to the young fellow from the Kamisato clan. At least for now, there's nothing suspicious to note.
Considering that Toma is here and also on vacation, the young fellow, that's Ayato?
That means the culprit didn't manage to sneak in. That's a relief.
I guess Miko has the right to call anyone young, right? Oh, she would kill me if she heard me say that. What a pretty shot. Miko, you look great today.
Just like that, you let down your guard? And all it took was for me to wear her face.
Oh, she's just messing with us. Mizuki looks startled. But no, that has Yae Miko written all over it. Kokomi is unfazed.
It's you!
No, Paimon. If you keep joking like this, I want 30% of the profit.
Oh? Greedy little thing. I thought we agreed on 20.
And there she goes, affirming her identity. Making a joke like that. You're the only one in Inazuma who would do that.
Oh, it's getting harder and harder to tease you, Traveler.
Can you stop with the teasing then? Even I'm reaching my limit.
I love Mizuki, actually. Again, she's so willing to stand up to Miko.
500 years and you're still not used to it? Sounds like you need more practice.
And it backfired. Again, Miko can stand up to her quite well, too.
At least spare me for the day. I can't take the mental torment right now. I'm running on fumes.
I don't know if stand up is the right verb, but they bounce off each other very well. So, what did you do last night?
Investigated the Shogunate officials' nightmares, analyzed the traces of yokai power around Mount Yogo. Oh, and worked on some new game stages, of course.
So I'm assuming she didn't really sleep, but also I don't know if she really needs to.
All in one night?
Well, I didn't want someone to ruin the Mikawa Flower Festival. But I also wanted to do my best for my part of the festival. Besides, I've talked to many patients who worked multiple jobs just to make ends meet. Compared to that, complaining about one night of hard work is a little unreasonable, don't you think?
Is it just me, or does she have slight bruises under her eyes? From lack of sleep, I guess. Maybe she does need to sleep. Did they really? I'm going to need to see her model at another time to see if those are still there, because it could just be like a blush shading thing. But it almost looks like eye bags. Wow, did they seriously add that to her model just for this? That's pretty cool.
Even so, I think you should take a break, Miss Mizuki. Gyobu Koban and I can handle the game development in the meantime. I learned a lot yesterday. I'm sure I can handle a few design elements while you get some rest.
I think it would be more like,
I'm sure I can handle a few design elements while you get some rest. We can't have our lead developer out of commission. I'm not confident I can bring our vision to fruition on my own.
You're very persuasive, Kokomi. It would seem you also have a talent for clinical psychology. I'll leave it to you two then.
I'm not really sure what of her statements just now had anything to do with clinical psychology, but you know what? A compliment, a compliment. Congrats, Kokomi.
Sweet dreams!
Bye!
Mizuki goes to rest, a little unsteady on her feet. She looks exhausted. Whoa.
Mizuki really cares about the festival, huh? She's putting so much pressure on herself.
Perhaps she's reminded of the festivals of the past when I was just a kid, and Mizuki a young Baku.
For some reason, that's adorable.
We would rush past the other yokai, desperate to get the first piece of fried tofu from the ramen stand.
Aw, and you can see how that inspired the game, too.
It would seem she hasn't forgotten, even after 500 years.
Sounds like you haven't forgotten either.
You know, there's something to be said for knowing when to keep your mouth shut, little one.
Oh my god. I feel so threatened. How does she do that?
Well, enough about the past. We must focus on the matter at hand.
But you didn't notice anything suspicious, right? That should mean the culprit didn't sneak in.
Sorry, yawning again. I still think Sayu was a little bit off.
That's one possibility. The other is that the culprit's transformation is even more convincing than we imagined.
Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the imposter. Maybe it's Paimon.
In that case, we need a detective with a more professional skill set. Or we need to find a way to provoke them and get their facade to crack.
You're calling my skill set lacking, Yae Miko?
But that sounds dangerous.
If the culprit is deep in disguise, a slight provocation won't completely expose them. What we need is to create reasonable doubt, make the culprit question whether their cover is blown. As they hesitate over whether to make some kind of last stand, that is our chance.
So, how do you plan to provoke them?
Oh, A didn't tell you? Allow me to show you.
Oh dear. Oh, is it A's disguise thing?
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Mikawa Flower Festival, it is my honor to announce
The winner? The person who will be giving away the prize?
an esteemed guest from Tenshukaku has agreed to take part in this year's festival.
Wait a second.
Please welcome Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder.
Clapping, clapping. Oh, there's little electro fireworks. It's adorable. Okay. It's the Shogun! The Almighty Shogun is here in person? Is this a...
So this was your plan, Miko?
I don't believe that her plan was just to have her come out here, like, as herself, honestly. I feel like there's something going on. Speaking of doppelgangers, A has a built-in doppelganger. Are they gonna do something with that? Also, look at this. What a shot. The purple, the pink in the background, the purple in the background. They're so complementary.
Well, not bad, right?
Wow, that was quite the entrance. Paimon can't believe she agreed to that.
The Almighty Shogun's presence is bound to cause a stir. Instead of struggling to maintain a low profile, it's better for her to step into the open. That does make sense, but... And it means a detective can slip into the venue alongside the retinue, without turning any heads at all. In the presence of the Shogun, not even the most cunning of criminals can let down their guard. Their every move needs to be faultless. The more you focus on getting one thing right, the easier it is for the rest to become cracks in the glass. That's what Miko wants us to take advantage of. And she's using the Almighty Shogun as bait. The Lady Guji is as daring as ever.
Why didn't you clue us in earlier? We wasted all that time asking pointless questions.
Well, we distracted them. Or we're putting the pressure on? A little bit of both. Your intel was very useful, actually. We don't know how things will unfold, but I have a feeling the truth will be revealed soon. In the meantime, stick with the Shogun, Vega. We need everyone focused on her. I'll do my best. Alright, under my command, the Tenryou Commission will remain on high alert. If anything goes wrong, report back to me at once. Can do, will do. I like doing Sarah's voice. Kind of fun to be so... what on earth? After that, we surveyed each stall, just like yesterday. Oh, it was the statue of A. A looking at the statue, that's funny. That is funny, actually. That's... We're supposed to be her retinue and we're just running around. A's presence definitely caused a stir, but it didn't take long for the festive atmosphere to return. Aww, I'm glad Paimon got her meal. She looks so happy. Maybe a day will come when A can leave Tenshukaku, and it won't be so out of the ordinary. She's taking a picture of us. Do you remember when we took a picture of her? Wow. Oh my god. That's adorable.
Another day of hard work. Where did the time go?
You know what I call that?
Huh?
Growth.
When did A get...
Oh, no, sorry, Paimon. You're saying when did A get ahead of us? Let's catch up.
Almighty Shogun! Glory to your everlasting reign! Welcome. Welcome.
Nice.
This stall looks familiar. Yet it would seem the ownership has changed hands.
This is the Dango milk stall, right?
Ah, you must be thinking of Tomoki. He wasn't feeling well today, so I'm filling in.
I see. Yet, you remind me of someone. A Doshin from the Tenryou Commission.
Possibly an ancestor?
What are you looking at, A?
The food offerings. Although this vendor seems...
a little... off his beats? Off-center? Nervous? The vendor is giving me a pleading look. Judging by his cooking skill, it almost seems like his first day on the job. Hey, he's working.
Working? Ah. I see. I appreciate your dedication, sir.
Of course. It's an honor to serve such esteemed guests.
That would be so nerve-wracking. Your first day on the job, you're just covering for a friend, and then the Shogun walks up to one of her favorite stalls, which she has high expectations for.
No need for formalities. I'll take 3 orders of dongo milk.
Right away.
3 orders? So Paimon gets one too?
Aw, that's really kind of her. How much do you want to bet they're all for her?
Yes. I wanted to thank you for accompanying me.
Oh, yay!
Without you by my side, I imagine the people here would be on edge even now. I have my reasons for being here, of course, but I would hate to tarnish the festive atmosphere.
This festival is for everyone, including you.
Indeed. The Mikawa Flower Festival. Hundreds of years have passed since I last partook of the festivities. Much is different this time. The people, the place, the games. Yet, the name endures, and the joy of celebration along with it. I suppose that, in itself, is a form of eternity.
Oh, that does fit so well with her character arc, I suppose. With all the details having changed, but the idea remaining the same. That's nice.
Traveler, Paimon. And the almighty Shogun?
Let me see your eyes, Mizuki.
Oh, Mizuki! Looks like you got some much-needed rest.
Yume Mizuki. Thank you for your aid earlier.
She keeps looking away from the camera.
Of course. I'm always willing to help. It's my duty. I wish I could have dispelled the nightmares, but this situation is uncharted territory for me.
Oh, there's more spirals on her sleeve and on her armband. But also, it looks like those little under eye blushes are still there. It's kind of hard to tell in this dark lighting, but I think they're still there. So it's probably just part of her design then.
Even so, relieving the pain of the nightmares is no small feat. You honor the legacy of the Yumeku Ippaku.
So not even Mizuki could fix it? What's going on with this nightmare creature?
Hey, that was the imposter's sound you just made.
Let's save the difficult questions for later. Actually, I came here to ask you something.
I doubt she's been replaced, but it was funny.
Want to come to the Isa bathhouse with me? Most of the contestants will be there. Oh, and don't worry about payment. It's my treat.
Aw, after festival party?
Really? Yes, let's go!
That sounds like fun. Do you want us to go? You want us to go to the hot springs now? Has she been replaced? Is this an imposter? Are they trying to lead us away from the party?
Well, game development isn't easy. Most of the contestants are exhausted and could use a break.
Actually, I've just realized this kind of event is perfectly designed for someone like me, because I'm just so suspicious of everybody and I love it. Everything is a cause for suspicion and it's fantastic.
You've been under a lot of pressure yourselves with the investigation and all, so I thought you might like to join.
Suspicious. That's a really nice shot. You look great, Mizuki.
Of course we would! Right, Traveler?
Of course we would.
I will remain here. I rarely have time away from Tenshukaku, and I would like to continue perusing the stalls.
Aw, proud of you. Just sticking it out on your own.
Aw, that's too bad.
Then I'm not going either. Ooh, or okay, I'll go? Which do I choose? I feel like if I say okay, I'll go. No, I feel like if I say I'm staying, she'll convince me to go anyways. Yeah, I'm going to not go. But I'm really curious that if I chose the other one, would it change the outcome? I don't think so, knowing this game.
Ah, I almost forgot. Miko wanted to talk to you, Traveler. I'll take you to her first.
Secret third option. Yai Miko.
Oh? Well, why don't we all go?
Almighty Shogun, your dongo milk is ready.
Oh, delicious.
Yeah, just imagine going to some food takeout place and they ask for your name and your name is Almighty Shogun. Like,
no need, Shogun. Miko just had some quick things to go over with the judges, that's all. You and Paimon can wait here. We'll only be a minute.
Suspicious. Now I am suspecting A. But no. How would the imposter have known her whole thing with eternity and change? We'll be right back. I guess.
Alright, now we can talk freely.
Oh, what's up, Mizuki? Miko doesn't need to see me, does she? You needed to talk to me in private. Why?
I think something's off with the Shogun. You've been with her the whole day. Have you noticed anything?
Something off? No? Yeah, she seems troubled. I honestly didn't really notice anything off. Like, the way that she recognized the food stall and asked about the guy who was usually there and asked about the guy who was attending it. I don't think she's an imposter because she seems to remember too much from A's life. But on the other hand, she doesn't have to be an imposter to have something off with her. She could be troubled. But on the third hand, she hasn't really seemed troubled to me. We had our little montage where we were being active and she was just kind of there. I guess she could have participated more in the festival. I mean, I know from that little cutscene that we had last night that she seemed very concerned about this threat. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't notice anything. I'm sorry, Mizuki.
Up close, sometimes it's hard to see the whole picture. I think something is troubling her.
Something did seem off with A today. Maybe she's not used to leaving Tenshukaku? Or was it the reaction of the crowd? No, we've been through so much. Something so trivial wouldn't shake her. She must be keeping something to herself.
I've witnessed a lot of cases where patients, for a variety of reasons, are unwilling or unable to seek help. Unfortunately, that only exacerbates the problem. Until their emotions become so heavy, even the strongest of people collapse under the weight. I see those warning signs in the Shogun.
So, even the Archons aren't immune to emotional strain.
Humans, yokai, and Archons bear the same capacity for emotion and are naturally susceptible to the same mental turmoil. It's very possible that someone who appears strong on the outside has learned to compartmentalize their negative emotions, and that is far from healthy.
I understand.
Anyway, the quickest route to curing the mind is through the heart. That's where you come in, Traveler.
As a clinical psychologist, isn't that where you come in?
Approaching someone in a professional capacity often makes them more guarded. But don't worry, you'll still have my help.
How so?
Here, with these 2 special coupons, you can get into Isa Bathhouse after closing. Then, this is what you're gonna do.
Ooh, the fade out. Advanced technologies these days. In these new events.
Finally!
Fading out dialogue.
Paimon's had 2 servings of dango milk already!
Did you eat mine, Paimon?
Sorry for the wait. It sounds like the Traveler has other plans, Paimon. So we'll head to the bathhouse on our own.
No! No, you're splitting me up from Paimon? Mizuki, why would you do this?
Huh? You're not coming?
I'll explain later. Just have fun.
Okay. Paimon will bring you back a hot spring egg.
Aw, thank you. I look forward to it. Because you ate my dongo. I was really looking forward to it too. Bye, Paimon! No! She's
There is
leaving
no
me.
need to stay behind on my behalf. If you leave now, I'm sure you can catch up.
Something tells me you chose to stay behind on our behalf.
What makes you say that?
You want everyone to relax? You don't want people to be on edge because of you.
If my presence makes them nervous or impedes their ability to relax, does that not defeat the purpose of going to the hot springs? I already disturbed their progress by coming to the festival. The last thing everyone needs is more distractions.
Wow, I really keep yawning. Noemiya, whoever it was, Mizuki, they got me. But aren't you under pressure too? Do.
As you know, this body is hardly that fragile. It can operate for another 100 years with no issue.
You didn't deny it.
Mortals are weak in body and mind. If there is a choice of who to bear such a burden, naturally, that person should be me.
What if you didn't have to worry about bothering anyone? Would you agree to go to the hot springs then?
What does it matter? The world is not so easily bent to one's will.
Interesting statement from A. I'll take that as a yes. I have a pair of special coupons here. We can get into the bathhouse after closing. So cute! Look at the little guy! Adorable. Do you think that's Mizuki's... what is it? Yumeku Ibaku? Yeah, do you think that's her Yumeku Ibaku form? Just because it's purple.
What clever verbal tricks, Traveler. It appears you've been spending too much time with Miko.
It's an honest offer.
You think you can get away with manipulating the Shogun? I wouldn't be so sure.
Come on, let's go. You'll go, won't you?
Persistent indeed. Very well. As you proposed, we shall set out at midnight.
Let's go! Yes! Hot springs for everyone. Everyone should get a chance to relax, have fun, be not worried. Hi, A.
As I said, let's wait until midnight. You can attend to other matters in the meantime.
Really, I feel like if you just spend more time around people, they'll get more used to your presence. And then they'll be more relaxed, and then you can spend more time around people. How does that make you feel? Alright, wait until nighttime. 2100, which is not midnight, is our goal. Hey, that's like 45 minutes. Oh, an hour and 45. Whoops. Nice, exactly on the hour. How often does that happen? I'll tell you how often. Never. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. I forgot about something. Look at this. Okay, first of all, I have some achievements. Not what I meant to show you, but we do have these. Blade of Tatara, obtain the diagram of a certain weapon from the past. Yes, I did that while collecting Primogems. Working on my exploration progress here in Inazuma. I actually had to stop exploring Tatarasuna because look at this. Look at that. Hey, nice, 98%. Yes, I've been collecting Primogems for my delicious stack of wishes here. Because look! Look at the... Ah! Look! She's almost here! And I'm guaranteed. And I have over 90 wishes now, so we are gonna get her at some point. I'm so excited. I didn't like... I'd heard that she was coming back, but I thought it was like 2 patches from now or something. It's in 5 days! I'm so excited. What's this? Oh, it's Riesli. Hey, buddy. He's a Cryo character. Emissary of Solitary Iniquity? Interesting. But yeah, look at all the 4 stars are also Cryo characters. This is like my banner. And here are the weapons. I'm so excited. Sword. Can I see details about the sword? What are the stats? What does it do? I would kill for a 5-star sword. Can I see that in the archive? Probably not, because you have to have, like, encountered it, right? Ah, darn it. Not even in co-op or something? Wow, look at this. Or, I guess don't look at this, because I can't. Where is it? Where is it? Look at that. Isn't that just painful? Actually, really quick, how many 4-star swords are there? Maybe there's just less 4-star swords than other 4-star weapons, and that's why I have, like, 1. Oh, look at you! Cool. Wait, look at all... No way! This is painful. This is painful. 4 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 19, 20, 21. 4 out of 21. Look at all the other weapons. Anyways, I'm dying. You're a 4-star. I didn't even realize. Can I have one of those? Nobody's using it. That's the wrong button. Weapons. Switch. Oh, it's new. When did I get this? Oh, that's why I'm not using it. Attack and attack, sure. Increases damage against opponents affected by Pyro or Electro. I could give this to Bennett. Yeah. Yeah, I could give this to Bennett, I suppose. But I don't know if I want to spend the resources. I don't use him to deal damage at all at the moment. He just does his his ultimate. Another Favonius sword. Can I switch Gaia to something else? Normal charge plunging. I like the crit damage. Oh. I don't know what to do, buddy. I don't know what to do. Anyways, I'm gonna go look at the standard banner because I'm suffering. 4. Yes. I'm really just waiting for the day that I get a 5-star on like a single pull because I have absolutely no idea what I'm at in terms of pity on this banner. You know, we're about to get 5. Hey, Harbinger John. About to get 5 more wishes. Oh, hello! Because the shop's about to reset. Wow, my pity was in a really bad spot, wasn't it? I didn't even get a 4-star. That would be why. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm at 8 now. Well, wait, let's see when I got my last 5-star though. 8 for a 4-star. And... so... 34? Plus 4? 38. 38 total. 8 to my next... or 8 into my next 10. Don't worry about the math. Okay. I want a 4-star sword. I want a 5-star sword so badly. Anyways. Hey, A!
Well, shall we head out?
Let's go.
All right. No reason to delay.
Are you gonna teleport us? I swear, all these Archons, they're flexing their instant teleportation powers these days. Happened in the last event, happening in this event. Why does this feel eerie? Why does this feel like a horror movie? What's going on here?
Steam replete with the scent of orchids. Water that turns the complexion a blushing pink. So, this is a hot spring.
Look at Vaga's hair! She put it up! Oh my goodness, she looks so cute! Is this your first time here, eh?
Yes, there are royal hot springs near Tenshukaku. But the plans were set in motion only after Hiragi Hiroshi introduced the Snezhnayan blast furnace to Inazuma, and that was 500 years ago.
So you've never visited because you were in your plane of Euthymia for those 500 years? I'm surprised you allowed them to install it and build this building.
When the project was complete, I was already in the plane of Euthymia. And naturally, the body of the shogun has no need for such luxuries.
Hiragi Hiroshi?
The members of the Kanjo Commission were once friends with Makoto and the Kitsune Saigu. Although mere mortals, those who managed to survive back then were special individuals indeed.
Where have we heard that name before? Hiragi Hiroshi. I mean, there's a Hiragi clan. I'm thinking about that guy who had the memento lens. Was that the same guy, or was it a different guy? I don't remember. What happened back then? Does it have anything to do with what's happening right now?
What makes you say that?
The look on your face. Very intuitive of you, Vega.
Now I see why my officials claim that the hot springs facilitate conversation. Even I find myself divulging more than intended.
Literally making you relax your guard, no?
You're correct. Following the dark disaster 500 years ago, a nightmare engulfed Inazuma. On a battlefield consumed in darkness, our soldiers fought against dark forces, creatures capable of possessing people and trapping them in nightmares. Even the Yumekui Baku could do nothing to wake them.
So, do you think this was connected to the events of 500 years ago? Or do you think it was just these creatures, these dream people, kind of capitalizing on the chaos and destruction of the time? I don't know if it matters much at the moment. I can see that the destruction would just offer them plenty of opportunity to strike, you know? Especially because, I don't know if they knew this, but the Shogun was at her weakest at that point because her sister had just died. She's probably very upset, locking herself in her plane as we speak. As awful as that sounds, it doesn't seem bad enough to make you this upset.
Perhaps not. The battle was intense. Those who stood up in defense of this land knew the chance of survival was slim. In the face of certain death, Surely a nightmare is nothing to fear. But what if I told you this? If the person trapped in the nightmare was strong enough to overcome incapacitation, it would become a waking nightmare instead.
Wait, if you were strong enough to resist it, it would become a waking nightmare?
The person would lose all capacity to distinguish dream from reality, perceiving everything in the real world as a continuation of the war, and every precious thing in life as an enemy to be annihilated.
Oh dear. Extra dialogue. I suddenly see how this ties into Mizuki's character introduction.
And every precious thing in life as an enemy to be annihilated. That is a far more painful nightmare, both for the person in question and those around them.
Trauma, you know? A metaphor, that is. If I hadn't broken out of that nightmare yesterday, would that have been happened to me? Then A must be so worried because... Did that happen to someone? Back then?
Yes.
And? What happened?
I unleashed Muso no Hitotachi and struck her down.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No need. I have no regrets. I know it was the right decision, both for Inazuma's sake and her own.
Now I'm wondering who it was.
If necessary, I would do it again.
Hey.
Well, it's about time you two showed yourselves, yes? You've listened in long enough.
Yeah, Miko and Mizuki.
Oh.
Oh. It's you two.
Before you say anything, this part wasn't me.
This is so cute! Look at them with their hair. Oh my goodness. I just love seeing the characters with different hair because they're always wearing the same hair. Because you can't change the models.
Well, since the cat's out of the bag...
Look at Mizuki's tail!
How about a hot spring tea party?
Hey!
Nice and warm. No wonder the hot springs relaxed your inhibitions, eh?
Oh, Mizuki looks a little awkward. Hang in there, buddy. We'll be your verbal shield.
So who came up with this idea? I want the truth.
I think the first half was Mizuki and the second half was Miko.
I guess both of us?
Well, I happened to consult a certain clinical psychologist about how to get an old friend to open up.
Oh.
In her expert opinion, doing something new with a trusted companion in a new environment can make someone less guarded. Looks like it worked like a charm.
I understand the reasoning, but why not do it yourself?
It's one thing to trust that Miko has good intentions, but would you let your guard down around her?
Good point. She doesn't even, get angry when we say things like this, because she works very hard to maintain a certain reputation, I feel.
Your concern is misplaced. I kept these matters to myself because I was unsure whether this incident is connected to the past, and I did not want to interfere with the investigation. If the investigation reached an impasse, or new clues pointed to the nightmare from back then, naturally, I would have discussed this intel with you.
Intel, huh? It appears you still don't understand why I wanted you to open up in the first place.
Aww. He was worried about you.
Help! Help me!
Oh, what was that?
Sounds like it came from outside. Let's check it out.
I mean, if you need to scream in terror in Inazuma, probably this is the best group to scream in terror next to. The most effective immediately group, at least.
Oh no! Someone's unconscious!
Nightmare time? Yep. Is it the nightmare?
It seems different in some respects. Step back and allow me to examine her.
Oh, she's awake? Are you awake?
What's going on? Almighty Shogun?
Hi! Hopefully this isn't scarier than your dream.
What happened just now? What frightened you?
Shogun,
It's all right. With the Shogun here, nothing can hurt you. Just take a deep breath and tell us what happened.
I almost fainted again just now.
Is that what happened earlier? You fainted? Also look, dragon spine! I'm so happy whenever I see it.
Yes. I was on my way to Uyu restaurant. And as I was crossing the bridge, I saw someone staring at me from behind a tree.
Well, that's creepy.
It was hard to make out their appearance in the dark, but I had a bad feeling. So I tried to get a closer look in the moonlight.
Oh, a doppelganger. Why did you get closer? No, horror movie 101. Why did you get closer?
And it was me.
Oh, rip Rie.
In that moment, I thought about how people who see their doppelganger usually end up dead, and I fainted from the shock. I don't remember anything after that.
A doppelganger in Inazuma City. But we only detected traces of the nightmare around Mount Yogo.
Uh-oh, this problem seems a lot more widespread than we thought.
I heard that people encountered doppelgangers at Mount Yogo too. Could it be the work of some terrible yokai?
Don't worry about that. The strongest yokai in Inazuma are all right here.
Now that we have an understanding of the situation, why don't I take you to the police station to file a report?
Okay.
I appreciate Mizuki always focusing on the actionable items.
The situation is getting worse. If the doppelganger is limited to the festival grounds, that's one thing. But appearing on a random street in Inazuma City...
On the bright side, the victim seems okay this time.
Bad news, Shogun!
The victim died. No,
A
I'm kidding.
Tenryou Commission official? What's wrong?
Hopefully she's okay.
Another victim! At the festival! Kappa is trapped in a nightmare!
What?
Kappa, that's a yokai.
But Sara and the others were keeping watch.
How? The most reaction we've ever seen from Miko.
Make haste. Back to Mount Yogo at once.
Oh! Did you see that? I sure saw that. Was that little guy possessed? Was that little guy evil? We'll have to find out.
Kappa! Excuse me. Let me take a look.
Let the professional through.
Mizuki! Traveler! Finally, you're back!
Paimon, please tell me you're real. Please. Shogun, the fault is mine. The Tenryou Commission failed to protect those under our charge.
Now is not the time to cast blame. Did anyone witness the attack?
No, we have failed you. There's no trace of the enemy.
We split up for just a second, and the next thing we knew, he was on the ground.
Oh, it must be some terrible yokai.
Other than the Bake Danuki transformation, there was no trace of yokai power at the scene. It's almost like the culprit's methods are getting more sophisticated. The doppelganger in Inazuma City also seemed to appear without warning. Wait, there was a doppelganger in Inazuma City? Yeah, like it. Doppelganger. Nightmare. Inazuma City. Mount Yogo.
How is he, Mizuki?
Seems like Heizo's figuring something out, that's good.
It's strange. I can't perceive his nightmare. It's almost like he's not there at all.
Could he be in the community dream?
The yokai! It must be getting stronger!
Kappa, oh, please don't die.
It's my fault. I should have anticipated the culprit might resort to more sophisticated methods.
No. It was I who underestimated the enemy. I who allowed us to continue the festival despite the potential dangers. Sara, what is the status of the other contestants and staff?
All normal. I asked the Yashiro Commission to move them to a secure location, just to be safe.
Good. By decree of the Shogun, I declare that the Mikawa Flower Festival is...
Wait.
Don't cancel it. Yeah, Miko's got a lot of money riding on this.
What is it, Miko?
If she turns around and says, "Are you watching us?" and they look right at the camera. Miko?
You're being too hasty, eh?
Okay.
I understand your concern for the people, but I urge you to think this through, or we risk playing into the enemy's hand. Considering your history with nightmares, you have better cause than anyone to exercise caution. But do you truly believe that what we're facing now is just a nightmare?
It's an advanced nightmare, huh?
Explain.
Call it intuition. If you want the truth, perhaps Doshin Shikanoin could shed some light. I believe there's been a break in the case.
You flatter me, Lady Guji. I do have a few ideas. Up to this point, we've only detected traces of the nightmare creature around Mount Yogo. And now, a doppelganger appears in Inazuma City. Our original thought was that the culprit infiltrated the venue to evade capture. If so, there would be no reason for them to risk exposure by continuing to change form. Rather than concluding that the nightmare creature, on top of everything, now has the ability to disappear without a trace, I think there's a different possibility. We're thinking thoughts again! I know this function! It's a Sumeru function! Doppelgangers and nightmares are actually, it's the same person, it's a different person, it's a psychological phenomenon. Let's think. Wait, interpret. Oh, I don't remember this function. It's a Sumeru function. It's been too long. Does interpret mean that's my final answer, or I get to hear the thoughts? I'm going to assume this works like how it worked in the past, and I get to hear all the thoughts. An enemy that has two different abilities and can suddenly appear and disappear without a trace. It seems too random, like a novel from Yae Publishing House that tries to incorporate every new element under the sun. It's a different person. The nightmare creature and the doppelgangers are separate entities. That's why their methods are so different. They have separate goals. The people who saw doppelgangers were mistaken, and the nightmare I saw wasn't real. No, I can't just explain it away. That's right. The entities appeared at the same time and place. That's why the Tenryou Commission conflated the two at first. But if we ignore the nightmare creature and look at the doppelganger incident in isolation, the culprit's motive is clear. Escape capture? We thought the culprit was changing form to evade capture, but if the doppelganger isn't responsible for the nightmares, they would be no more deserving of arrest than a random prankster. The doppelganger incident didn't actually hurt anyone, but the folktale about doppelgangers did cause people to panic. That must be the culprit's goal. Taking control of Inazuma by replacing everyone with doppelgangers. I doubt even a folktale would come up with something so unrealistic. So here's my thought. These two... I forget what my thought was. Escape capture. This one basically is saying the doppelganger's just having fun. And to be fair, when we saw the doppelganger's face, they were smiling. So it could just be a yokai pranking people. But on the other hand, if they're working together, that yokai could be causing panic so the nightmare yokai has an in. I'm gonna guess it's this one. That's right. Because of the folktale about doppelgangers, the culprit was able to incite panic without attacking anyone at all. But after the Tenryou Commission secured the venue, the culprit appeared in Inazuma City so that the panic would spread. But what is the end goal? Panic doesn't seem like enough of a motive. You're right. Panic is a means to an end. But I think the shift to Inazuma City proves something. Whether their goal, whatever their goal, terrorizing one location wasn't enough. And, since Inazuma City is their new target, the person they're impersonating at the festival should be absent. Unless the culprit found a way to cover their tracks and incite more panic. Oh, by knocking this guy out? By leaving behind a stand-in. Oh! Oh, so it was this guy.
Kappa is made of wood?
He was replaced.
No wonder I couldn't sense the nightmare.
Oh, because it was a log of wood.
I see. So the doppelganger infiltrated the festival as Kappa and is currently hiding in Inazuma City. Is that correct?
Not just that. Replacing one person wasn't enough. If multiple people are replaced at once, they can cover for each other. We didn't get to see each other much during the test of courage.
Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird.
To all three of those kids. This kind of transformation is said to have a particular weakness. If the subject is frightened, the disguise starts to crumble. Isn't that right, Yoko and Hitotsume Kozu? The little face with the tongue sticking out.
It's a Bakedanuki tail!
It's the Bakedanukis? Maybe they were just messing with people. Why were they messing with people?
Kikaku! Kikaku! Run!
Oh, the red stuff. Oh, it's the evil guys. Oh.
They're getting away!
Paimon! Oh no, Paimon, don't hurt your vocal cords like that. Yaimiko's just looking in the wrong direction.
Aren't you supposed to be in Inazuma City?
And leave you two by yourselves? That's not the Tanuki way!
These guys are so silly. I would almost think that they're just trying to have fun, but maybe they're being forced to work with the nightmare? Or maybe they're working with it for some reason?
No fighting! Let's go!
I'm really curious about that red little circlet. Bye. I love how none of us caught up to them. I guess we didn't see where they went.
Those little terrors!
Oh.
Come on, let's go after them!
Hey, nice. Yay. Ah, not yay. God, this is just like freaking...
I've had enough of these things! What even are they?
This is like Eula's story quest. I'm just gonna run for it. Ah. Traverse the... At least I don't have to restart every single time like in Eula's story quest. Ooh!
Nothing's working! The humans are catching up!
Why are you evil, Ginkaku?
Little rascals! Stop running!
You wish!
Transform! Stupid humans won't be able to recognize us!
What's with the... There are so many! Why are there so many?
See me. You can't see me.
Not that one.
I'm on fire.
Not that one.
Tetsunosuke, you idiot!
Not that one.
Don't tell them the three of us turned into bonfires!
Hear that, Traveler? Bonfires! 3 of them! We'll show them, stupid.
So is it the ones that are breaking and the ones that aren't breaking? At least this isn't timed, so I can just do it by process of elimination. Am I supposed to get rid of everyone that's not... Oh wait, there's a golden circle. Wow, I can't leave this area. Okay. It's weird that some of them disappear and some of them don't. I would say that none of them should disappear unless they are Bakedanuki. Because I've definitely popped more than 3. If it's not these ones.
Transform! They're gone again!
Bye!
What are they this time? Some kind of stone or brick?
Hi.
Oh!
Got one of them. Hi, little guy. Okay. Okay, so there is a process to this. You can actually look at them and visually identify difference. I also have little cues on my map, but it honestly shouldn't be too difficult because look, they've got bright clothing on them.
Save us, Tsukumo!
Oh, I left my sword behind! Goodbye, Prototype Rancor. It was nice knowing you. At least I can build a new one.
Rid of them.
Whoa, POV. Nice, Sarah. That's enough. I will not fail the Shogun again because of you. Is that how she appeared there suddenly? She flew in? That's pretty cool. So she can fly, actually. Wow.
Tengu was flying! Tengu is a cheater!
You never declared the rules, buddy. Surrender now, and I will spare your life.
Tengu, why are you helping the humans? Tengu is a yokai!
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. So here I am thinking, it's really nice to see the yokai and the humans spending more time together. I love how Inazuma has, this cast of characters. It's so creative. And so these yokai must be part of a group that doesn't like that they're growing closer. They want to keep yokai separate from humans? It seems to be what they're saying here. What they're hinting at least. My loyalty is to the Shogun. Humans and yokai are no different in my eyes.
Shogun? That's the leader of the humans!
Shogun sent people to steal our land! Shogun is bad!
Nonsense. The Shogun would never give such an order. Is it the festival? Did we festival on their land?
Calm yourself, Sarah. Let's hear them out.
But I also like, in classic Inazuma style, the motive behind this group is not just possibly, oh, we don't like humans, let's keep yokai and humans separate. They actually have multiple grievances, it might be, against the humans.
Shogun sent humans to steal our home!
For example, stealing their home.
And the Mikawa Flower Festival! Shogun is making yokai serve the humans!
Serve the humans? He's not talking about the game development, is he?
Shogun even forced Great Baku yokai to work all night!
Oh, Mizuki.
Oh, you mean yesterday? That was my choice, actually.
Jeez, where are these ideas coming from?
Maybe the nightmare told them these things so that they would help it? I think there are some misunderstandings. Ichiboshi and the others weren't forced into anything.
Stay back!
We should get them out here to talk to these guys.
Humans want to enslave us again!
Hold on. Something's not right. We should try a different approach.
Do you suppose these guys are trapped in a nightmare? They seem extremely scared.
No need. I know what's wrong.
Yeah.
They're trapped in a nightmare.
What are you doing? Trying to put Tetsunosuke to work?
Kinkaku doesn't want to stay up all night.
Servitude, enslavement? These might sound like ridiculous misunderstandings to us, but that is their reality right now.
Are going
A
to see the
world
nightmare.
of despair and fear,
Whoa.
where enemies lurk at every turn, devoid of even a single shred of light.
Whoa. That looks super cool.
So, they're sleepwalking? How do we wake them up?
If we knew how, we would have done so back then.
We were woken up by realizing we were in a dream because of a discrepancy with reality and or the sound of thunder.
Give us your worst! Kinkaku will never leave the Tanuki path! Kinkaku will die before serving you!
I may have a solution.
Truly?
If the nightmare comes from the abyss, there's something I can try. Where did the abyss come from in this conversation? Do all nightmares in this world come from the abyss? Is that factual? I could believe it. But where did Vega learn this information? Is this a Notland thing? But yeah, if they come from the abyss, I could probably just purify it, I guess. There's something I could try.
What are you doing?
Assuming that...
No, don't!
Whoa! Whoa, wait! What is this? What is that? What?
The humans
cool.
are everywhere. We can hide forever.
I kind of love that they can see each other in their nightmares, though. At least they're not alone. But it is probably feeding back on each other, you know?
How long have we been hiding? 100 years? 500 years?
No idea. If Ioroi was still around, he would remember.
Oh.
Shh, quiet! Someone's coming.
This is a fine piece of land. The grain yield should be exceptional.
Remember to check for traces of yokai in the surrounding area. By order of the Shogun.
Oh, these are the guys who are in the nightmare as well.
By order of the Shogun, we are to exterminate all yokai that cross our path.
Oh dear.
Why so hasty? We should leave some alive. We can make them work their own land.
Hey, you know about the Mikawa Flower Festival, right? I heard 50% of the profit is going to the development fund.
Oh yeah, the festival for humans.
And...
The festival for humans, and humans alone. The yokai have had their fun. It's our turn now.
Oh, the nightmare mode.
That's right. We should put them to work. They're known for their transformations, right? Then the little monkeys can dance for us until they die!
No!
Wow.
How could they do that?
These humans. They're so evil. Like, the things they're talking about are horrible, yes, but they're just so cartoonishly evil.
Quiet! Or they'll catch us.
I can't take you seriously when you laugh like that. I think they've done that very deliberately to kind of lighten the subject matter, but I can't take you seriously when you laugh like that. What is that? Is that whatever the nightmare creature's harvesting? Oh! Hello?
What? What is that?
What on earth?
Hey, are you alright? Yoko, Kappa, I need help over here!
Oh, and then it spread to them because they came to check on the guys?
Hold on! We're coming!
Oh, there's that noise.
The yokai and the humans are unconscious?
The same thing happened to all of them?
Did these the guys, were they not able to see the nightmare guy?
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
This yokai can speak!
No, if we don't make it to the Mikawa Flower Festival, Boss Tama will be so upset.
Oh no. To these three little guys, Toma was probably the ultimate enemy. Oh, that's unfortunate. Because they thought that he was forcing these yokai to work for him. Oh no.
Boss Tama will eat us.
Oh. No wonder they praised him so much to try to keep on his good side.
The humans are coming for us. We're gonna lose our home. What do we do?
We infiltrate the Mikawa Flower Festival. We scare the humans away and then they won't come.
You can't even blame them. That of all the plans they could have come up with, that's a pretty non-violent one, which I appreciate as a human.
But how do we get into the festival?
Boss Toma is the best!
How about we turn into those three yokai?
Wow. These memories, they belong to the Bake Tanuki?
Traveler! Traveler!
I'm awake, I'm awake.
Are you all right, Traveler?
I'm fine.
Where are we?
No more red circles! They're awake! Good morning.
Huh? The nightmare is gone. You purified it.
Just my way of dealing with the abyss. I am going to assume that this is a small spoiler for Notland, and I am going to proceed to not really care, because the fact that the abyss shows up in Notland does not surprise me at all. It's shown up so far in every region we've gone to, I think. And the fact that we can purify things from the abyss does not surprise me either, because we've been purifying things since literally Mondstadt. It's pretty cool to see that we're able to use it more actively, though. You know, beforehand we had to, you know, hold things or focus hard on things, and now we can kind of do it at a distance. Pretty neat. Even if that distance is just 2 feet, it still demonstrates that she's growing more adept with her power, and I am proud of her. Good work, Vega.
Humans!
Hi!
And a bunch of yokai! The Mikawa Flower Festival! The humans are gonna... They're gonna... What were they gonna do?
So, when it panned and said yokai and Heizo was there, was that just a coincidence, or is he also a yokai? I'm wondering now. Are you a yokai, Heizo? Looks like they're confused. They still seem wary of humans. That might have something to do with a long time in hiding. Hiding? You described the memories to the group.
Oh, that explains all the Boss Toma this and Boss Toma that. That was the only thing they could imitate.
Yeah, it was the only thing the kids said while they were unconscious, so it was the only thing they needed to work on.
Wait a second. Hitotsume Kozo and the others should be Akitsuyuge experts. But this time, Toma did all the work. I can't believe we missed something so suspicious.
You're like Hazo. If his skills only worked in hindsight.
Oh, you're saying Paimon's deductive reasoning is Hazel level.
Yes. More or less.
Based on your description, Traveler, it's possible these Bake Tanuki have been in hiding for 500 years. Sounds like they know Ioroi, too. Why don't we ask him? It's not far.
That would probably be very helpful for our Bake Tanuki friends, because they thought he was dead. It'd probably be nice for them to see him.
The protector of the grove. It's been 500 years since our last meeting. Sarah, Hazo, return to the festival to keep watch. The doppelganger incident has been resolved, but the threat of the nightmare remains. I will handle the meeting with Ioroi myself.
And they both say, yes, Shogun. I'm not going to try to do two voices at once because I physically can't do that. Alrighty. Let's go find our guy. I see his lights. So pretty. Ioroi, we found some of your boys. Brought them home safe and sound.
Ioroi, we're back!
Oh, keep it down. Bringing all these people at this hour. Don't you know even statues need to sleep?
Good morning.
Shogun! I bow before thee. No, wait, shoot, I'm still a statue. What should I...
All is well, Ioroi, hidden protector of the grove.
I've never seen Ioroi so afraid.
Ah, that would be because when Ioroi tried to pluck a nakuweed from the Imperial Garden, A nearly split him in two, Yashiori Island style.
It just the fact that she can use an island as an example of this behavior, and that's completely like, yep, I can picture it. I know exactly what you're talking about. Hey, don't you feel like that's an overreaction? Watch Nakuweed be Makoto's favorite plant or something.
Keep it to yourself, you meddlesome kitsune.
Ioroi, I wish to ask you something.
Anything, Shogun. Absolutely anything. It is my honor to answer.
Oh my gosh.
Suck up.
Paimon, your delivery is so good.
You could have at least slowed down a little. It took forever to convince them to come with me.
We left before even convincing them to come?
Oh, it's Ioroi!
Congrats.
The humans really did kill you!
What?
Your body is stone!
Huh? I am not dead!
Not dead? The kitsune spoke the truth?
We can still hear his voice.
This smell is Ioroi! Ioroi is alive!
I was about to say, how can you smell him if he's a statue? But then, how can we hear his voice if he's a statue? So, you know, I don't have any room to talk.
Ioroi! The humans really did seal you away!
Wait, this must be Kinkaku, and Tetsunosuke! You weren't sealed away?
When the humans, Kamuna Harunosuke, came to hurt us.
Who? This isn't the guy from the ghost place at the shrine, is it? No. Where have I heard that name? I feel like I've heard the name Kamuna before.
We
Kamuna.
ran and hid.
A little footstep.
The humans searched and searched. So many friends couldn't move. Our yokai powers were getting weaker.
Is this the guy who sealed everybody away?
So we decided to escape the human just as the great Bake Tanuki Tsukumo taught us. By digging a hole in the ground!
Fear the power of the hole!
That's
Lawless
when we
plan.
uncovered a horn filled with yokai power. It was the will of the great Bake Tanuki Kiichiro made manifest.
That's what floated above them in that other scene. When the nightmare suddenly was summoned. So yeah, I've been wondering. It almost seemed like that nightmare attacking guy rushed forward to protect them. But then why would it do that? Do you think they accidentally summoned him? Or do you think that creature's after this horn's power? Or it could be the horn is powering it, but they didn't realize. I don't know. There's gotta be some connection there, no? Otherwise this wouldn't have popped up in that scene.
It restored our power! And then we made the human go, oh, oh, ching, chung, yeah, yeah,
Descriptive.
Oh, and by ting tune, yeah, you mean?
We tricked him and ran.
Oh my god.
So, you didn't actually beat him up at all?
We've been using the horn to hide ever since. But there are too many humans. It's getting harder to hide.
A horn full of yokai power. Could that be the source of the nightmares? The reason the Bakedanuki are so afraid of humans? If the horn contained the fragment of a nightmare, using its power to hide would spread the nightmare to them. That means the Bakedanuki have been trapped inside this state of anxiety for 500 years.
Oh, big oof. Yikes.
Ha! I could have told you that nothing good would come from that horn. Using external power is against the Tanuki path.
Oh, and I remember, we're supposed to keep the young Bakedanuki from straying from the Tanuki path.
We strayed from the path?
How could you do this, Kinkaku? Think of the example you're posing for the children.
But the horn helped us hide from the humans. The humans tried to take our land.
Sounds like the horn also lied to you. It did save them in the past, though, from being frozen as statues.
On the contrary, the purpose of the investigation was to determine in advance if yokai were present on the land in question. Whether we avoid encroaching on yokai territory altogether, or attempt to reach a mutually beneficial agreement, a peaceful resolution was always the goal.
That's really nice.
Oh.
Proud of you, eh?
Really?
Wait. That is what the humans said back then, isn't it?
By order of the Shogun, if yokai live here, we need to discuss the proposal.
Good job expositing.
Ginkaku Tetsunosuke. Not all humans are bad. Yellowfur over there helped me a great deal, you know.
Yes, it is I, Yellowfur.
Besides, the Bakedanuki were only sealed away back then because Ioroi stole that comb.
Ioroi? It's a thief? Ioroi got what he deserved.
How was I to know? It was used to make sacred Sakura Daifuku. I gave it back, didn't I?
It's a great delivery.
So the humans were mean for no reason?
No. I don't remember.
Well, if you must know, the young human and I fought. I was perhaps a tad careless, so I conceded the match. Anyway, the point is, neither side is bad.
Okay, I'm glad that he at least doesn't hold any grudges. Or if he does, he's not letting them taint the rest of his people's views of humans. He's keeping them to himself. That's really responsible.
There he goes again, changing the subject when it makes him look bad.
But at least he's not trying to make the humans look bad either, you know?
Now you know. No human is trying to harm you.
So, it was all a nightmare.
I mean, congrats on being freed from the nightmare, but also, I feel like it's going to take them a while to really believe that and feel it in their hearts, you know?
500 years in hiding? For nothing.
That does kind of suck. Sorry about that.
It was a 500-year-long game of hide and seek. What's so bad about that? Besides, you won!
Great way of reframing it.
Huh? We won? Go us! We're even better than Ioroi!
Maybe don't say that right in front of him.
Hey, my game of hide and seek isn't over yet.
Technically, we can't see him in there.
Wow, the mind of a Bakedanuki is something else. Still so cheerful even after all that.
If you're looking for more minds to study, Mizuki, here you go.
That nature is what isolated them from the worst effects of the nightmare and prevented them from causing any real harm.
You are glowing, my friend.
But a nightmare that's still affecting people after all this time? Who could it belong to? A horn buried under Mount Yogo.
I feel like I've heard a legend about that.
Tainted by darkness, the Oni warrior raised her sword against the almighty Shogun. Losing an arm and a horn to the Shogun's blade, she fled into the forest, never to be seen again.
Is this the friend that A had to cut down because she was tainted by a nightmare?
A trusted lieutenant fighting against the forces of darkness, she was once devoured whole by a beast from beyond this world. With the body of a tiger and the tail of a serpent, until she tore the creature apart from within.
That sounds very important. I'm gonna take a screenshot, don't mind me. Hopefully this doesn't kill my recording. It didn't, yay. The body of a tiger and the tail of a serpent. Interesting, serpent. Beyond this world. I'm assuming this is during the events of 500 years ago.
Thus she earned the name Chio the Tiger Bite, or Tora Chio.
I don't think Chio would like that name.
Aw.
Though she escaped the belly of the beast alive, that battle never left her.
Yeah, it's probably the friend, isn't it?
She saw the memories of her fallen comrades everywhere, slaughtered one after another, until she could no longer distinguish dream from reality.
A nightmare doesn't incapacitate someone with sufficient strength. It turns into something even worse.
The nightmare twisted every joy in her life, her subordinates, family, and friends, into enemies in need of destruction. It was in that state, trapped in the battlefield of her mind, that she raised her sword against me on Mount Yogo.
Where is this? Is that the front gate of the shrine?
With the Muso no Hitotachi, I cut off her arm, one of her horns, and a portion of the mountain itself. I suspect that is when the horn in question was buried there.
And subsequently uncovered by 3 Bake Danuki. That means the fragment on the horn comes from Chio's nightmare.
I'm suddenly so tempted to go to Mount Yogo and try to find the part that's been sliced.
Nightmares feed on fear and anxiety. If what the traveler saw is true, it's possible Kinkaku and the others' fear over the past 500 years allowed the fragment to gain physical form and become something akin to a jibakure.
Jibakure?
An earthbound spirit. They move through the ley lines, but are also bound by them.
Oh.
That's why the traces of this entity appeared intermittently and never outside of Mount Yogo.
Oh, it's like... Wow, like an offensive memory born from trauma. I love the ley lines so much.
It would seem the fragment of this nightmare is no different from the one back then. It hates all joy and every good thing in this world.
Of course, they would have all the bad memories as well as the good, you know? I love it because it's a rule that they record everything that happens in this world. So, this nightmare would have been captured too.
The investigation team working for a better future? Attacked. Hitotsume Kozo and his friends, kind enough to lend a helping hand? Attacked.
And, oh, but it's not the memory of what she went through. It's the memory of what, basically, her nightmare twisted it into afterwards. Wow.
Yeah, and we were attacked too! Right when we were having fun with the playtesting.
So, why hasn't it appeared since?
Perhaps it needs to regain strength after your defeat. Or perhaps it is biding its time because it knows, with whatever rationality remains, that it cannot defeat you.
So we need to bait it out somehow.
But sooner or later, its twisted hatred will force it out of hiding, and it will move to strike its enemies. When Chio set her sights on a target, she was never one to waver.
Oh.
But both possibilities prove something. Nightmare fragments can be defeated.
Look at it. The Muso no Hitotachi has come out.
And an enemy that can be killed is one that can be split in two by the power of Muso Ishin.
There's really no other way?
I mean, it's a memory though, right? Can you really kill it?
Mikoshi Chio is gone. A fragment of a nightmare tied to a severed horn. That is all that remains. The living must take precedent over the memory of the dead.
Or do you have to destroy the horn? We should purify the horn, right? Maybe they could use it to commemorate her. Do the Baki Tanuki not still have it? I guess not, because we were able to purify them. Even so, having to unleash Musho Ishin against her again? Would A really be okay? Mizuki said Archons suffer from the same turmoil as the rest of us. The dead may be gone, but that doesn't mean our emotions die with them.
Oh, who cares about the dead anyway? I'm just trying to look out for the living.
At least Miko's ready to just come out and say it.
What is that supposed to mean, Miko?
Oh, I'm just concerned about our poor Bake Tanuki friends.
Huh? What does that have to do with us?
Just, stand there and look fluffy and let her use you as an excuse, if you don't mind.
The nightmare fragment has been tied to the Bake Tanuki for nearly 500 years. Strike it down, and who's to say whether you take the lives of our poor friends along with it?
That feels like a complete lie, but it also feels like it could be true, which is what I guess she's betting on.
I beseech you, almighty Shogun, spare the young ones. It was just a momentary, a 500-year-long lapse in judgment.
Miko, you speak the truth?
I want her to say something like, I don't know, but then again, we don't know if I don't.
If you don't believe me, ask Mizuki and the Traveler. I'm sure they've encountered similar cases during their extensive travels.
Oh, because Mizuki has traveled as well.
Well, Oh! Yes. During my studies both in Liyue and Natlan.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that happen before. In places.
Then, what would you propose? This nightmare fragment is a constant threat to Inazuma. Should all other options fail, I will take action.
If the fragment's hatred toward the world comes from a nightmare, then the most logical option is to get rid of the nightmare itself.
Right! Can't you just eat the nightmare, Mizuki?
Maybe like a whole horde of, what is this, Yumekue Baku? Because it's probably a very big, very powerful nightmare.
The Yumekue Baku already tried that 500 years ago.
Oh, never mind.
Even yesterday, when faced with the corruption of the nightmare, Mizuki could only mitigate the effects.
What was impossible back then is not necessarily impossible now. I think Mizuki has the right idea. If we cannot eradicate the nightmares directly, why not use this entity's tricks against it? Combat illusions with illusions. Combat nightmares with dreams.
Interesting.
Is that even possible?
Want to trap the nightmare in a sweet dream?
Don't forget, there are yokai that specialize in shape-shifting and illusions, and they happen to be right in front of us.
Where? Kinkaku doesn't see them anywhere!
I'll get you a mirror, just wait a moment.
Maybe they're hiding as trees? Or the wind?
Really advanced yokai to hide as the wind.
Fools! The kitsune is clearly referring to the Bake Tanuki. Tetsunosuke, Kinkaku, must you be so dense?
Given their centuries-long connection to the nightmare fragment, they are perfectly positioned to create a dreamscape that the entity will be unable to distinguish from the real world.
Back then, the nightmare had little to no weaknesses. If we want to give the Bakedanuki an opportunity to strike, I assume you have a plan, Miko?
You said it yourself. Mikoshi Chiyo is gone. All that remains is a fragment of her nightmare, already broken and vulnerable. Besides, Mizuki is an old friend, one that is not to be underestimated. She has traveled the land studying dreams and is far more capable than those old fossils back then.
Oh,
Not gonna say anything?
She just usually doesn't compliment me to my face. But Miko's right. If we work together, I'm confident we can put together a ritual to subdue the nightmare fragment.
Once we perform the ritual, it will take some time for the barrier to take effect. Luckily for us, we have two formidable warriors on our side.
Yes, me and Paimon. Naturally. No, I'm just kidding. It would be super cool to fight alongside A.
our festival representative, who also happens to have extensive experience against dark forces, and the almighty Shogun, unmatched in combat. I'm sure the two of you can buy us some time.
Can you imagine just... We once almost fought against her. And now we're going to be fighting alongside her? That's kind of fun.
There's just one problem. Since this entity can pass through the ley lines, its movements are unpredictable. If we're going to create a barrier, how can we be sure it appears where we want?
The solution to that is obvious. If the nightmare fragment despises all sources of joy and happiness...
We just gotta be super joyful and happy? Festival, here we come?
Then naturally, a joyous occasion would be an evil beyond measure. An enemy that must be annihilated at all costs.
So, if we want to lure it out...
We need a source of joy. Then, the obvious target would be...
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
We'll have to do the award ceremony.
What joy could possibly compare to finishing one's work right before the deadline?
Too real.
I would imagine we can all think of a few. But I agree. The Mikawa Flower Festival is the most plausible target. Once the enemy appears, I will pull them into the plane of Euthymia immediately. I will not put the people in danger.
We're going to use the plane? That's so cool.
Traveler, I ask that you join me there so we can subdue the enemy together.
Of course.
All right. I will update everyone back at the festival and start the preparations for the ritual. I'll need your help, Mizuki. It's going to be a busy night.
Looks like an all-nighter for me.
Oh, stay strong. If you want coffee, I don't know if that would help or make it worse.
Well, this was your idea. Oh, and
was
don't forget, you need to finish a little fox's daydream as well.
Oh my goodness, yeah, Miko.
And in a surprising twist, you were my nightmare all along.
They're a really good duo. Oh, she's still here.
Well, Ioroi, as I see it, you've been punished long enough. It's about time you were released.
Can you do that?
Released? I can do that myself anytime I want. This statue keeps me warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Don't interfere.
Yoroi is the best!
Besides, the seal's power is almost gone. What I really want is for you to help me give that sneaky kitsune a piece of my mind.
She's right in front of you, you know.
Ioroi, she's already...
Not so fast.
Oh.
I won't be fooled by your tricks again.
Oh,
Whatever you were
no.
about to say, she can tell me herself, instead of sending some young kitsune to hoodwink me.
Oh dear, he's talking about... Oh. Uh-oh. That's the face of somebody who's going to have to break the news eventually to a guy who refuses to believe it. Good luck with that, Miko. She's got that special flavor of blunt that will probably do the trick eventually. How are we doing over here? Coaching?
Great yokai really wasn't forced to work all night?
That's right. It was my choice.
Why does great yokai have to work?
I suppose it's just the price of becoming a great yokai.
Great yokai? Kingaku is sad for you.
Greatness truly comes with a steep price. Where is she? Where is she? Looks so cool. She's gotta be around here somewhere, right? Oh, talk to A. Literally, she's right there. She's the next part of the quest. Hi, A. How you holding up? Aw, we're purple. We match.
Traveler, during the battle tomorrow, it is imperative you know your limits. If the enemy proves too much to handle, leave them to me.
But...
I know. I understand your concerns, just as you know mine. We need not say any more than that. Just get some rest and prepare yourself for the battle to come.
Okay. Get some rest, A.
One more thing. Thank you.
Aw, at least she's smiling again. We did it! Second night complete. Oh, right into another cutscene? No, okay. They just wanted us to see the moon, and I am certainly not complaining. Alright, well, we're going to leave it here for now, because we are at time. I'm thinking... I don't know where we'll need to go next. We'll probably just teleport here to start the next time. What I'm thinking about. Okay, yeah, we'll leave it here for now. Let's convert some of the things we got. Wish? Never mind. Notices are still talking to us. What's that about? Oh, there's an update? When? Where? Okay, I'm getting a little nervous about finishing this event in time, is my only thing. So I just wanted to make sure that I did. Yeah. And so I just wanted to make sure that if there was an update coming along, it didn't interrupt event purposes. So, Battle Pass is talking to us. What's up? Oh, you know what? You know what I think? Yeah. You want to see something really satisfying? Let's hope it is. 36. Nice. Don't mind if I do. Satisfying indeed. Alrighty, cool. Anything else talking to me? Just my dailies, probably. So, enemies. Ooh. Level 98. I really need to level up. Do you think I could? Maybe a couple levels? No, I'm kind of letting it just naturally go. I don't know how many materials I have. Yeah, actually, I'm going to save it. Just in case I get Farina. Which I will, because I must, because I have 1 million wishes. I've got 61 here. And 33 here, so that's 94. We should be good to go. We're guaranteed, and we're at like 4 pity. I've probably talked about this like every single time. Wrong menu. Never mind, we're at 2 pity, but still, I'm really excited. I'm so excited. I think it's been a while since there's been a character that I've been actually saving up for, and then they actually appeared. I don't know actually if that's ever happened. Yeah, I can't remember if that's ever really happened. Because I've basically just been saving up for Wanderer / Albedo for months and months, but they aren't coming around anytime soon, and that's why I've been willing to spend my wishes, but it's the first time I kind of knew that a character was coming around soon, so I've been actively collecting wishes for her. But anyways, I'm just super excited, and I can't wait. So, that will be all for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This has been a really fun event. I don't usually get to participate in full events like this, so I'm really delighted that I've been able to. I want to thank our Patreon supporters, Jay Blakewood, Connor Sard, Power Up Chaos, Mary, Edu, and some anonymous friends. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye now!